Yes, I'm aware that this movie came out about 3 months ago, but I watched it for the first time about a week ago, and I'm still thinking about it. I just love this movie, and you guys should definitely check this one out. A Ghost Story stars Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara as a couple, and as time goes on, Casey Affleck ends up dying, and so you basically just follow his ghost around seeing how life continues without him, and it goes off the contingency where the ghost is trapped inside the building that they either lived in or died in before. And so, I mean, it's just a really interesting movie. Like, it's such an emotional journey because I don't know. Every time you see Casey Affleck in that sheet, and he even said himself that he did not want anyone else to be in that sheet other than him. Just every time you see it, you just feel sadder. It's impressive what they can do with this sheet because it's a freaking sheet. I mean, look at it. It doesn't, you wouldn't think that anything like that would be able to have that emotional attachment to it, yet this movie is able to pull it off. And another thing that makes this movie even more interesting is that it's shot in a 4:3 setting, and it's very unique. You do not see that at all really anymore, and it makes it focus more on what's on the screen, less of the background noise that movies can have. And what makes this movie feel like life, because throughout this entire movie I was just thinking, this just feels like life. And the reason why is because there's scenes where you're literally just staring at a house for like a solid minute, nothing going on, and you're just sitting there thinking, why is this happening? There has to be a greater meaning to this. And then I just kept on thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? This represents to me, like, in life, sometimes nothing's going on. Sometimes you're just staring at a wall for no apparent reason, just thinking. And so this movie gives you moments to think, and it's just a joy. Like, you're just, sometimes, I will admit, at first, I was sitting there thinking, why not just change to the next scene? This is really weird, and it just slows down the pace of the movie, and this is a very slow movie, but people aren't gonna like this movie. There are some people that are not gonna like this movie at all, as a matter of fact. Some people may hate it. If you say that, I can completely understand where you're coming from. However, I absolutely adore this movie, and if you actually just sit there, nothing going on, because it's not a double tasking movie. You gotta sit there and focus what's on screen. Do not pick up your phone and just like, hey, this is kind of boring, text people or something like that. Don't do that. This movie, you have to sit there and watch it full on just to get the emotional impact that this movie can have on you. It is truly worth it. And yes, there is a scene where you're sitting there watching a woman eat a pie for 4 minutes. 4 minutes! Yes, I admit that's a little long, but without it, by the end of it, I feel like the movie would feel incomplete. Like, afterwards, yeah, I felt like the scene made the movie mean so much more. It's surprising that it can do that, but this movie is just truly beautiful. And at first, I agree. It's not quite to its greatest potential at the beginning, but the cinematography and the music within the movie pulls on your emotional heartstrings, and you're just feeling for this ghost, see the life continue without him, and it just means so much. Like, this movie has the greatest impact on me of 2017. I'm still thinking about it a week after I've seen it. I just really enjoy this movie. And some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to love it. However, I think either way, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. If it doesn't sound like your type of movie, maybe you should check it out anyway. At least rent it. I think you should rent the movie no matter what first, because some people are definitely going to hate this movie. But don't do stuff during it. That's not the point of this movie. You have to sit there and focus on it. Even when it gets boring, it is worth the payoff. It's just, I love this movie. I truly, truly love this movie. I mean, the acting in this movie is also fantastic, even though there's not really a whole lot of acting to give. Because Casey Affleck, for the most part, is on screen good majority of the time. And he's just in a sheet. In a sheet! And it pulls off what it needs to do with the emotions that it can do. It's truly amazing. It really is. And it's a very quiet film. And don't go into this film thinking, holy crap, I'm going to be scared! It is not Paranormal Activity, people, okay? It's just an emotional movie on a journey that feels like life. And it's a truly beautiful movie, and I couldn't recommend it enough because I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 9 and would be worth seeing at full ticket price. However, since it's currently out on DVD and Blu-ray and stuff like that, I would say rent it first because not everyone's going to love this movie as much as I do. If you love it, then buy the freaking Blu-ray because it's truly fantastic. I hope you love this movie. Some people are going to hate it, and I completely understand that, and I can see where you're coming from, but at least give this movie a shot. So, thank you all very much for watching this, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. And remember, no movie is a perfect 10 out of 10. God bless you all.